They were going to start different. A few months ago, this was just an idea on paper, a crazy idea maybe. Today, Rebuild Project has started helping people all over the world. We have already generated more than 4,700 sales. The number isn't important because of the money. It's important because it proves something. You really can rebuild your life if you rebuild the right way. This week, we're going to talk the moment you realize success wasn't worth it. There was a time when I believed success would just solve everything if I build a bigger business or many businesses, made more money, work harder, always. Everything else would eventually fall in place. I was wrong. Not because success is bad, but because success built on the wrong, was built on the wrong foundation. That's right. Eventually asks for a price, and sometimes that price is far higher than you ever expected. I'm Anderson Verissimo. Over the last year, I have shared a lot about rebuilding. Not because rebuilding is fashionable, because I had no choice. I had nowhere to go. The business collapsed. Lost people who I thought was friend. What surprised me wasn't losing everything. It was what I discovered after. Today, the Rebuild Project has started helping people around the world. And as I mentioned, we have generated more than 4,700 sales, which I'm stunned. I'm stunned about it. It's beautiful. That number doesn't define success, but it's remind me of something important. You can rebuild. If I can rebuild, you also can rebuild. You can start it again. And you don't have to become the same person who got you in trouble, who got you into trouble in the first place. So success is addictive, yes. Nobody teaches this. Success changes your chemistry. Every win tells you work harder, take the opportunity, keeps growing, push a little bit more. At first, that feels rewarding, but eventually it becomes addictive. You stop asking, do I need this? And you actually start asking, what is next? And here's the lie. The biggest lie I ever believed was this: I'm doing I'm doing it for my family. I'm doing it for my son. Maybe you have said that too. I certainly did. Everything was justified. Long hours, missing birthdays, cancelled weekends, constant stress. Because I believed that one day all of this sacrifice would make sense. But there, but here is what nobody tells you. Sometimes the people you are sacrificing for it, they don't want you to sacrifice at all. They just wanted you. That's a big hit. When success becomes your identity, there is a dangerous moment. People stop asking, "How are you?" and start asking, "How is your business?" Your identity slowly becomes your performance, your network, revenue, your clients, your growth. In fact, you just become a number. Status. And without noticing, you stop becoming a person. Who you are doesn't matter anymore. You become an operator. It's sad but true. And eventually, you don't even know who you are without the work. The collapse. Here's the collapse. When everything collapsed, I thought I had lost my business. But later I realized I had lost something much bigger. I lost the perspective. I lost the presence. I lost the peace. Because when your work becomes your identity, failure feels like death, shame. But here is what failure gave me. Today I can say that. Failure took a lot away. But it also returned something. Returned time, the silence, the perspective. And for the first time in years, I could actually hear my own thoughts. And those thoughts were not asking, "How do I make more money?" No, it wasn't. They were asking, "What kind of life am I actually trying to build?" And here you need to be very honest. And that's why the Rebuild Project. That's why this channel exists. Not to teach people how to become rich. There are thousands of channels doing that already. I don't need to do that. This channel exists because rebuilding is different. When you are rebuilding, you don't need motivation. You need clarity. You need structure. You need someone willing to tell you the truth. Because the truth hurts. To accept that's really hard. Even when it isn't exciting. Now, today, if you ask Anderson what success looks like to you, today success looks completely different to me. Success is sleeping well. It's making decisions without panic. It's coming home without the noise. In peace. Success is knowing my son gets the best version of me, no matter whatever else people say. Success is being able to say no, and that's the best part ever. Success is building slowly enough that I never have to rebuild the same mistake twice. That's the best. And here's the lesson. If you're watching this while you're chasing another deal, another promotion, another opportunity, I'm not telling you to stop. Keep going. I'm asking you to pause. I'm asking you to breathe. I'm asking you to be grateful for waking up. But ask yourself one question. What is this costing me? because every opportunity has a price. Not every price is worth paying. One of the rebuild principles we teach inside is that never sacrifice the foundation to grow the building. Because if the foundation fails, everything above it comes down to. Please don't forget that, because I did. If you're rebuilding today, don't try to recreate your old life. Create a better one with stronger foundations, more peace, more clarity, more discipline, more presence. These will bring the right people to be next to you, close to you. Took me 11 months to get there. Because the goal was never to become successful. The goal was to build a life that success couldn't destroy. That's the goal. When I started this journey, I promised myself that if I ever rebuilt my life, I wouldn't just rebuild my business. I would build something that genuinely helped other people avoiding the same mistakes. And that's why I created the Rebuild Project. Not to sell motivation. You can get that in the corner, you can get that at the gym. Not to promise overnight success, because that doesn't exist. But to provide practical tools, systems, and frameworks for people who are under pressure and want to rebuild properly. Inside the Rebuild Project, we have developed completely a massive pathway depending on where you are today, according to your circumstances. And if you're not sure where to begin, you can start with our free reality filter and the business pressure test. They are free. These are designed to help you step back, remove emotions from your decisions, and then understand exactly where your business is and your life stands today. That's important. Nobody understands burnout, only those who've been there. If you're ready to take action, our Rebuilding 90 Days programs will guide you through rebuilding your routine, your decision making, your financial discipline, and your execution. One week at a time. For founders who need deeper support, the Founder Stabilization Audit is a personalized review of your business, your systems, and the pressures you're facing that sometimes you don't want to hear. Together, we identify what's creating stability and building a practical roadmap to move forward with confidence. And if you're committed to long-term growth, our inner circle is where we continue their journey together through ongoing guidance, accountability, and a structured implementation. Everything we have built follows the same philosophy that you have heard through this video. Less noise, better decisions, stronger foundations. Because rebuilding isn't about becoming the busiest person in the room. It's about becoming the most stable. And stability gives you the freedom to build again, this time with intention. If that resonates with you, I would love to have you as part of our community. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. keep rebuilding properly, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. If you need anything, we have the links below. And if you're not sure what your next step should be, the Rebuild project was created for exactly that. Stay tuned, stay strong, and I'll see you soon.